Hello, my name is Kirioth, and today I'm going to just directly ask you a question, and it's about Orktober. So we are, 12 days into October at this point, and we have had a fair bit of stuff for the Orks. There's been a lot of lore, there's been a lot of background, there's been some really fun stuff on Regimental Standard. We've had the last of the vehicles shown off, so we now know what all of the new kind of vehicle kits are, or at least what is most likely all of the new vehicle kits. And I've been kind of, due to the leaks that I've put out, like talking about the warlord traits, like the generic ones and the clan ones, and also the stuff that we talked about before October even rolled around, where, you know, I named all the vehicles, and I say someone gave me that information, I passed it on to you, but you know what I mean, just shared that info. Those videos have been linked a fair bit to different forums and subreddits and Facebook pages and stuff like that, which is fine, which is great. And it does mean that I've found, places where I've had conversations to read about that stuff that has given me a better insight into the information that I had. I mean, I don't play Orks. I haven't played Orks for 15 odd years. So my kind of understanding as to where they are as an army, I can only really comment on the models and the lack of updates that they've had for quite a while for a lot of the stuff. The vehicles being my biggest gripe, and how you can't still be selling shit that was available for Gorka Morka in 2018. What the hell is that? But it's been interesting reading a lot of the comments, a lot of the discussion surrounding the Orks and what has been revealed so far, because I'm kind of in two minds with the way that things have gone so far and the potential of us seeing more in the way of kits and units. On the one hand, I still maintain that your general boys are out of date. They don't look great anymore. They haven't aged particularly well. And the quality of the Orks that you have on the new vehicles far outshines the quality of your bog standard infantry box. When it comes to things like HQs, I think they're severely lacking. I mean, they just don't really have anything that's properly up to date. I mean, you've got the big mech with the shock attack gun. Yeah, you've got... I was going to say you've got a plastic war boss. Have you actually got a plastic war boss, or is it resin? I can't remember. Either way, that is a range that is, I would say, a bit lacking in terms of choice, in terms of things you can do with it. But on the other hand, can I reasonably complain about the general state of the Ork range when the Ork range has been expanded on with 6 new vehicles? Because the vehicles are great, and that is a part of the Ork range that desperately needed updating. Like every time we've talked about the Orks on this channel, I can't help but kind of, I guess, dedicate a little bit of time to essentially bitching about how out of date they are and how they really, really need new stuff. Now they've got that new stuff, I can't complain about the vehicles at this point. When you look at what we've had in terms of model releases alongside codexes since 8th dropped, they've had a significant update. 6 new vehicle kits is pretty damn good. When you look at what the other ranges have had, we have had Primaris, yeah. We've had the expansion of the Custody stuff. We've had some more Knights. But in terms of just full-on kind of brand new stuff, the Orks have not done too badly out of this. The thing is it actually enough? Because I'm kind of in this weird position whereby I'm looking at it going, objectively, 6 new kits is great. The quality of the kits, the sculpts look really good. The vehicles look really good. I cannot complain about the fact that they have new stuff that looks legitimately interesting, that stands out and is, frankly, kind of awesome. But on the other hand, there are still parts of the Ork range that I think desperately need updating. So I'm happy about one aspect of what we've seen so far, but I'm also worried about another aspect, which is that what we've seen so far is what we're going to get. I mean, we have the mech shop. That is something that we haven't seen yet, which looks to be some sort of scenery most likely. If that gets revealed, then, okay, that's 7 new kits. That is not bad. That is really not bad. I mean, especially when you think about what the other Xenos factions have got so far, which is approximately nothing. That's pretty awesome. But the infantry needs updating. Badly. The HQs need updating. Badly. Is it enough? Is it a case of being too greedy in terms of what to expect, in terms of what I'd like to see? Is it fair to say, okay, they've done a really good job with these, that needs updating, but it doesn't matter? Or is it reasonable to sit there and go, this is great, but you need to do more? I'm kind of not sure where I stand on whether I'd be happy if this is all we had for Orktober. I mean, saying this is all we had is kind of misleading in a way, because they've had quite a lot of new stuff. But at the same time, when there are like such big gaps in certain parts of the range, it does still sort of feel like this is all. I mean, it's the same thing with Eldar. I mean, if Eldar had, a significant update in terms of some of their models, that would be great. But I'd still look at that range and go, yeah, but you've got a lot of resin stuff in there that is not holding up as well as it should. The thing is, it feels slightly different for Orks, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know whether that's just a kind of attitude that's being held by the Ork player base. I mean, is it even fair to say that to begin with? I mean, I'm not an Ork player, and yet I still find myself hoping that they'll get more than what we've seen so far. Is it enough? I guess is the main question. If we have 6 vehicles and some scenery, provided the mech shop was an accurate leak, although I really don't doubt the person who sent me that stuff, because I mean, they called every vehicle spot on, and in the case of the rocket truck squig buggy, they flat out just said this is what this is going to do, and that was exactly correct. So I'm not sitting there going, oh well, I mean, they got all of that right, but maybe they're just chatting shit for this one thing. I don't think that's likely. 6 new vehicles, 1 piece of scenery, is that enough? Or are Orks in a position where genuinely they did need more? Would that be enough to keep you satisfied as either an Ork player or as just someone who likes to see Xenos get some attention every now and again? It's a question I do not have the answer to, which is why I'm handing it directly over to you. If this is what we had, if this is what we get for Orktober, would you be happy? Would you be satisfied? Or would you be dissatisfied and disappointed? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm honestly sort of stuck 50-50 on both sides of this, and I don't know which way I'm going to end up falling. I guess it depends on what we see for the rest of the month, but I mean, there's a lot of time left in the month, so there is potential, but is there really? Because that many new kits for an army is pretty damn good. I don't know. Hence the question. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and in the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, subscribe videos, all that shit. Click it if you like, don't click it if you don't want to, and as I've mentioned it many times, but I'm going to keep mentioning it until the end of the month, if you use the affiliate link in the description down below, any money raised through that link will go to charity at the end of October 2018. So if you're thinking about buying some Age of Sigmar stuff, some Warhammer 40k stuff, some painting supplies, some X-Wing stuff, I think they've got War Machine and stuff on there as well, use that Element Games affiliate link and you will be helping to donate to charity at the end of October 2018. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you for the next one. Toodaloo.